Hey you, yeah you. Are you looking for an escape? Maybe just for an hour to laugh, cry, roll your eyes, or even just have a minute to yourself.
Or ever just want to embrace your feminine side, and what better way to do that than have the color pink riding shotgun, as pink isn't just a color, it's a state of mind. Thanks Audrey Hepburn for that quote.
Then look no further. Introducing the new podcast, Truth and Pink.
We're Sarah and Channa, 1979 Gen X, strong. But more Zennials, that forgotten little slice of Gen X with just enough millennial edge to know what TikTok is,
but way too cool to care.
Hey, Truth Babes, welcome back to episode 3 of Truth and Pink. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Channa.
And we are here bringing you all of the truth on this fabulous pink day. I think I am at least having. What kind of day are you having? Is it pink?
It's a pretty fun day, pretty pink day.
Pretty pink day.
With a little bit of black.
Black.
Getting
you are
spirit. All the witchy.
You are ready for your trip, your upcoming trip. Going to drum roll.
Salem.
Salem.
I'm taking Mini-Me. So she loves all the witchy things too. So we are headed to Massachusetts next week, and we've got an full week filled of Wow.
Don't say that 3 times fast.
Of all the things. We're going to go to Cape Cod because when in Rome, spend a whole day in Salem, which trying to figure out what to make reservations for, what not to make reservations for, what to just wing it. These are old cities that don't have the same kind of space and parking like we do on the West Coast. So I've heard that parking runs out fairly early in the morning. So just kind of trying to figure
No sleeping in for you.
Yeah, no, not at all. But we've been checking out all the webcams all week long and stalking the temperature. We're just hoping to get all those good fall leaf colors that we
fall
don't get
stuff for the fall fits. I'm sure you got all your
oh my gosh, all the fall fits. I wish I would have gotten a pair of boots, but
that's all right.
I got the kibosh on that one.
Gee,
I wonder who that came from.
Gee, I wonder why you got the kibosh.
I don't know.
It'll have nothing to do with salty honey inventory, would it?
It might. Because we've definitely been. I only made 2 purchases. And one was an approved purchase because he liked the dress. And I was like,
and then you didn't wear it.
This dress on me. So,
for those of you who don't know, right now we are obsessed with a company called Salty Honey.
Absolutely.
They are 2 besties who went into business together making an athleisure wear line. And we are obsessed with pretty much everything.
Yeah. If my pocketbook would allow me, or my financier, I would definitely be buying more. But I'll take what I can get in the meantime.
Yes. And we're not affiliated with them. We are just giving them a shout out because we do love the brand and the things. So check them out. So yes, all the fits for Massachusetts.
Oh.
I'm sure the weather is going to be lovely.
Apparently they're having a little bit of a warm year, and so we're slightly bummed about it, but it'll be okay. It's like 70s when we get there, and then by the end of the week it's 60s, and I think it hits 50. Like overnight it gets mostly 50s, a little bit of 40s.
I'm still thinking you'll be able to see the fall colors and
for sure.
Yeah. What's top on the list? Top to do.
Okay, so Salem, obviously I want to do all the witch trial things. You even get to go to, I think it's Proctor's Hill, where they actually did the hangings,
where they lit up.
Super creepy, but I want to go there. And other than that, we've been looking for like Sleepy Hollow type old bridges that we can go take some photos of and drive through and all that. So we rented a car, and we're gonna do all the things. It's very exciting.
GPS will be your best friend.
Sure as heck will.
And lots of downloaded parking apps, I imagine.
Where's the best place to park?
Well, that, but also parking at when we were in Vegas visiting you, on our way out, we stopped at UNLV.
Oh, yeah.
And in order to park, you had to have a certain parking app to pay for the parking because there's no longer like a meter or things like that. It's everything's digital and online.
Right, and they don't have, like, tags on their car anymore, I think. Everything's a paid yeah. That's
Yep.
kind of all over in Vegas, though. If you go, downtown and, like, the arts district, you just scan a
Yeah,
QR
pay the app.
pay
Yeah,
It makes it convenient.
it does. And then you don't have to worry about remembering your ticket when you leave your car or whenever it is. Yeah, no, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we are excited to hear about
I can't
the
wait to
things
share.
that you do.
Yeah, it'll be
So, before we have some admin things to just to get out of the way, admin, HR, I don't know, whatever we want to call it. Big shout out to Paula McKenzie.
Oh my god.
She was the first to leave us a comment on YouTube, and so she will forever be the number one Truth Babe.
Yes.
For
Absolutely. So thank you, Paula McKenzie. Paula McKenzie has her own podcast and YouTube channel. So it's Dave and Paula's Las Vegas Inside and Out. You go ahead and check them out. They're a lot of fun. They go to a lot of the places here in Las Vegas. Check them out, give them reviews, and they're just the cutest couple. So
well, and talk
great show.
about local knowledge, I bet.
Oh my
right?
gosh.
I mean,
she's my go-to.
they probably know where to go, what to do, what to see, what not to see.
Not to see. Maybe we should have hit her up before we went out to dinner. I'm curious if they've gone there. Well, that'll be a question.
Yeah. And we definitely have to thank Retro Jeff for snapping the picture that we used to
sure.
define our whole experience.
Absolutely. Yes. And like you said, also for his delicious steaks.
No, he did. But the Lou picture that he was able to present our everyone's for
Throne.
the throne.
I was so disappointed that we didn't have one in the girls' bath.
Right? It was just normal.
Yeah.
And that's why I put, were we relieved or were you jealous?
But I think that was probably just, girls wouldn't get it and or would be mad. I don't know.
Really? You think?
Oh, I don't know. It just, it seems like
we need a throne too.
Humorous thing for men.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. Okay, so today we are just diving in and talking about best friend stuff.
Yeah.
I think both of us have sort of a ideas, right? Of, what makes a good friend, what doesn't make a good friend, what you're willing to put up with. Knowing you like I do, you put up with a lot, I will say. Your threshold is very wide, deep. What is the word I want to use? Not that mine isn't, but I feel like I have yet to meet you in that criteria. So I'm working on it.
I don't know. I guess I just I give a lot of allowances because I know that I am not the most, I don't want to say reliable friend, but I'm not the friend that, I am a reliable friend. I'm not the friend that's going to call you every day or call you every week or whatnot. I definitely don't prescribe to the opinion that if they meant enough to you, then you would put in the time. I do for a spouse.
Sure.
Because as a
That's
spouse,
different.
Yeah, that's your ride or die. That's your everything.
Sure.
You better show up for them no matter what, right? But when it comes to friendships, I think that I give people grace because I need grace.
Sure.
Because I'm not going to call every day and I'm not going to.
Well, I don't think either one of us are like that.
No.
I think as far as and I want to say this delicately because I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I think as far as the level of neediness that some might need, we don't.
I don't, because I'm a busy mom. I'm a busy wife. I'm a busy career woman. And I just don't have the time and space and energy for needy friends. I just don't.
Right.
Because.
And that works for some.
Yeah.
That works for some.
People at home that I need to.
That need you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do not get me wrong. If any one of my friends called me and said, hey, I need you now, I'm there in a heartbeat.
You're there.
Yeah.
You're there. And you have shown that time and time again. And I think those are good boundaries, I think. And I think before people even started talking about boundaries and having those, that vocabulary in their space, it was just something that was kind of agreed upon. We each have 3 kids. We each have a spouse. We each have, even before that stage of our life happened, we were out doing what we needed.
Right.
But
living our lives.
If I needed you,
Yeah.
you were there. And I've said this before. We, have gone 6 months not talking.
Sure.
But we can pick up the phone and it's like we haven't skipped a day. And there's no resentment. There's no harboring ill feelings. We're just we're moving forward.
Yeah.
We're moving forward.
Tell me what's going on. What's happening now? Catch me up. Give me the highlight reel. I want the highlight reel.
The highlight reel. We talked about that last
Or the down and dirty. I want it all. But
yes.
Cliff Note version. Is that aging us? I need the Cliff Note.
A little bit.
They use something else now. Oh, wait. I was in school recently. I know this. I can't think of it what it is. But anyways.
ChatGPT.
Stop.
And so I'm going to tell on myself a little bit. I think, and this is not excuses. This is just me kind of recognizing in myself where I may have come. I know where I've come short. And part of that is for me, I recently, probably last December when we really started talking again, like really, 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 I think what I realized in myself was I didn't have a good example of what a good friend is or was, right? Had a good example of acquaintances and obviously how to work public or professionally, how to work, but I didn't have a good example of what a friendship actually looked like. What did it define? And I know that sounds silly because most people just know what to do, but I didn't know that. In fact, for me, it actually would make me go more introvert because I was not sure of what was expected of me. So it became more of like a demand that I wasn't sure what was clear and what I was supposed to do.
Sure.
So I just kind of would revert, but then also feeling super lonely because I wasn't giving out anything and realizing, you get out of it what you put into it, not realizing I didn't really know what I was supposed to put into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're smiling. Tell me what the reason behind the smile.
Because you're just so cute. I love you so much. What do I always say?
But I'm not wrong, am I?
If I'm not wrong, one thing, stop apologizing so much.
No, I did actually.
I know you didn't.
I didn't say sorry.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't.
It was just, I just started thinking about, and like being around, we were talking about moms last program and I remember, being around your mom and like she had bunko night and she had lunches and she had gatherings and she had like all of these social things.
Sure.
That wasn't my experience on my side.
Right.
And so it was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. And again, I know that saying it out loud sounds really stupid, but I really didn't realize what the community of female friendship actually could be.
Sure.
I really didn't.
Well, and I have learned lessons over the years. I've had some issues with females where you think that they have you and your best interest at heart. You become friends with people, you start to forge friendships, and then you get burned by them. And that just comes.
That's been my experience too.
And it's so hard because you want so much to have faith and trust in people.
And like you like to say, pixie dust.
I know, faith, trust, and pixie dust. But women can be mean sometimes. And
they can.
So I have been careful who I continue my friendships with, and I hate that, but I think that it's important that I surround myself with like-minded women who are going to uplift me.
Absolutely.
And uplift me behind my back as well.
Absolutely.
Not say bad things. Like, look at, if I have something to say to somebody, if I don't have the balls to say it to their face, I'm not going to say it at all.
You're not going to say anything.
No,
right.
Because also like it's that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Don't say anything at all.
Right.
Right.
Um,
Or what is good? What good is going to come of this? If I bring it to their attention, what are we asking for here?
right.
And I think you brought up a really good point, talking about, women talking about behind your back or being selective about who you're going to be friends with. I also think I came to the realization for myself in that I don't do fake talk super well. I don't do superficial level, like, if I'm going to invest in the friendship, we're going to get deep and we're going to be on a deeper level because that's meaningful to me.
Sure.
Whereas you have a lot of women who have, 100 friends, but how deep are they with all of those people? I feel like the friends that I have now at this point in my life, there's a bond there because it's not a superficial. I don't know. I don't have that piece. I mean, I can be friendly with
Sure.
people, but I don't have the capacity to have fake talk.
Yeah.
I mean, I can, I don't want to. Does that
Sure.
make sense?
No, sure. So, like, obviously at work, like, I'm surrounded by a ton of men and women, mostly women, but so we definitely chit chat and
Sure,
that kind of stuff,
professionally.
right? But
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how was your weekend? What's going on?
Right.
But I don't. I don't know. I just don't. So I'm capable of the chit chatty and that kind of stuff as well.
Sure.
But no, like the people that are closest to me, uh, most of them are the ones that, like you and I had mentioned, I think last week, have been around and for 30 years of my life. Uh,
We know where all the bodies are buried.
we do. All the skeletons in the closets. Um, but I do have some closer friends that I've made, and I know you have too. It just takes time to forge those and then also kind
Yeah.
of weed out the bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, the bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have no
And how you were
out the
talking
bullshit.
about, I forget if it was last episode or the episode before that, but we were talking about, the whole play date thing was, yes, it was a way to meet other moms,
Mhm.
but that I didn't find a lot of friendship in that. I think of
No.
all of the play dates of all of the moms, I walked away with probably 2 that are still today that I can say we are friends,
Yeah.
we are in each other's lives. But I didn't do the mommy groups. The mommy and me groups did not appeal to me. Again, it felt more like a demand of my time to give out energy to these other people when I would rather pour my energy into
Yeah.
so many other things and/or people.
And that holds water now because I would rather spend my time with my family right now most of the time than do X or Y.
Right.
Yes, we go
Right.
out
Right.
occasionally. I mean, you've seen my Instagram, you see my story, you see the stuff. Like, we definitely have a good time as a couple. But I like to do a lot of things with my kids because I also realize that those years are
They're
swiftly
slipping away.
coming to an
Yeah.
end, and there's only going to be so much time before they no longer want to or no longer are able to come on
Right. They have their own
vacation with
lives.
us because,
Right.
oh, mom, I can't afford that because I'm in school, or I can't afford that because I'm got a job. And so I just am, it's almost like I'm grasping for all of those
To hang
moments.
on.
Yes.
But as we also mentioned before, at least we do, and I think we've spoken for our kids too, they like hanging out with us. We like hanging out with them. It's not a forced,
Hmm.
family thing. No, it's like this is a priority. We like each other. I mean, obviously, yes, we love each other, but we also like each other
Right.
enough to plan these things and do these things together.
I think it wasn't last year, it was the year before. One of my other girlfriends and I, who also loves Disney, decided that we were going in the fall because I hadn't been and I wanted to see all of the amazing fall and
Trick or treat stuff.
yes, and
Yeah,
eat
yes.
all the fall treats. And my family was so angry with me that I went to Disney without them. And I looked at my
Small
husband and I was like, well, if you wouldn't complain about the money all the time, then maybe I would have included everybody. But you made it sound like it was a burden. So I cut that bill in half.
There you go. And half in
I
bits.
know, right? So, but yeah,
Yeah.
we're both very lucky that our kids like to actually hang out with us
Yes.
presently.
Presently.
I feel like that
Yes.
could change at any moment.
Yes.
So we'll
Yes,
see
it can.
as the years come.
Yes. Well, and I think just being, like I said, telling on myself, again, not making excuses, but realizing, um, you know, you can have any kind of friendship, whatever you define that your friendship you have, that's fine. But I also think too, and maybe you know this too, there's different kinds of friendships with different kinds of people,
Sure.
right? There's, different, and that's okay too. Again, for me to invest my time though, you got to give me something,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, to bite into a little bit. I just don't want to talk about, I mean, I love, the glam and the hair and the nails and like all of that, but that I don't think I'm gonna base a friendship on.
Right.
Maybe
Well,
over time.
and I don't like to get into a lot of controversial topics. Like I don't you and I've talked about it. Like I don't want to talk about politics anymore. I want to I want fun and uplifting things. Yes.
Right. Right.
Yes, if push comes to shove, like let's talk about the things just so that
Oh,
we
yeah.
can.
And we're
But
gonna be spilling truth.
yeah,
Yes. And we will get into that, but it's going to, like you said, the community that we're trying to build is joy, uplifting,
right.
fun, and just women hopefully not, being mean to one another
Yeah.
and just enjoying the pink and the black and just, being truth,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
truthful. So we talk about characteristics, I guess, that I would like to see in a friend. I want
Bring it.
honesty. I want honesty.
Top 3.
I want
Honesty.
honesty. Like I want you to be honest with me. I don't want you to and that's not just saying, "Hey, you're having a bad hair day." That's being like, "Hey, you're being."
You need a glow up.
Didn't say those words, Sarah.
No, but yeah, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong, and I didn't take offense to it. I like to tease you about it, but I didn't take offense to it, and I love it. And I'm so glad you said so. You cared enough about me, and that's what we're talking about, the honesty piece. I feel like being honest means you care enough about me
Right.
that you're going to tell me the truth. And it may not be what I want to hear, but that's how much you love me.
Right.
Hey, this might hurt, but
But I'm not coming from a place of malice. I'm coming
right,
from a place
right.
of, hey, or if you hurt my feelings, I should be able to be honest enough with you to tell you, hey, what you said kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It hurt my feelings. And I think that you
Right.
and I also went through that about 15 years ago,
Yes, we
where
did.
I
We
said
did.
something and I didn't mean for it to come from a place of malice, but you were upset with me. And I remember crying in the in my closet, crying like Sarah's so mad at me. I was so upset because I didn't mean to come off as being judgy or anything. But luckily you were able to be honest with me so that I could go, okay, I did something wrong. I'm going to want to apologize for it and I'm going to be better.
And I don't even think I was looking for an apology. I think I just needed more understanding. But I also recognized I was in full, postpartum hormones going crazy, insecurities going crazy, all of these
Sure.
things.
First time
And
mom.
so, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I
Mm.
think I think too, I wished I could be a little bit more like you in those years because I did actually admire you for I mean, what looked like to me, you made it look so easy. I felt like you popped out your first kid and you were at a concert the next night. And
Did
I
that
was
with Keegan.
so What's that?
Did that with Keegan.
Okay, but my first and your
Third.
third were so it was
Right.
like, you know,
Yeah.
my first actual born, my oldest who I adopted, but my first actual born to me was at the same time as your third.
Right.
So that was and it was like, here I had this, precious being and you're partying at a concert and I'm like, what am I doing? What is happening
Just
here?
happened. Yeah, I literally and I didn't have baby headphones, so we stood all the way in the back. It was a country concert, outdoor country concert
I remember.
for those that are starting to judge me right now. Outdoor
Nobody's
country
judging.
concert.
Nobody's
I was
although
all
the
the way in
comments
back.
you have in a bar did come
Yeah,
to
you have a baby at a bar. And I had her like in one of those like papoose things, right?
Yeah. No, perfectly
The wear your
safe.
baby thing. And I
Yeah.
took diapers and I folded them up and I sandwiched them on each side of her head so that I made her her own like little I don't know, headphones or whatever. And
Right.
I remember, yeah, standing in the back and somebody would walk up to me and start talking and then go, "Oh,
You have a
you have a
baby
baby
in
in
a
a
bar.
bar." And I'd be like,
But
"Yep,
that
I sure
took
do."
But that took some I remember that. I mean, I maybe guess I forgot the part that you're crying in the closet, but I actually took that as a really big step in our friendship because I was able to tell you, "I'm struggling. I literally wanna put her back inside my body. This
Mhm.
is
No,
scaring
you
the
did.
shit out of me."
No, I think
And
you got upset with me because I think you thought that I was telling you how to raise your baby because I was the mom that like literally even like when Chase was born, he wasn't even a week old and I took him up to Lake Arrowhead to Oktoberfest and then the next day my mom was getting her hair done at the beach and I was like, "Yeah, let's take him to the beach." And then some random lady was like, "Oh my God, you have a brand new baby. Can I hold him?" And I was like, "Yeah, here you go." And my aunt was mortified because she's like
as I would have been too,
standing
yes.
between the baby and the exit because she's like, and I'm just like this 25-year-old little baby, like, here you go, have my baby.
But I say again, I was admiring you being able to do that because for me it was a struggle. It was painful. It
Sure.
was extremely hard to even see you in that mindset. I was actually like, "Man, what the hell is wrong with
I
me?"
know, but I'm so sad that you had to feel like that. But
No.
it points out just the differences too between we're all different and
Absolutely.
you're allowed to feel that way. And I'm
And
so,
you said as much.
yeah,
You said as much and you comforted me and we were able to I mean, again, totally put it in the huge hormone category for me. Maybe it wasn't as big as I thought it was,
right.
but you were understanding, you were comforting, you were supportive, and we were okay.
Yeah.
We were okay.
We made
Yeah.
it through that little hump.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what we should be able to do.
Right.
So,
Right.
um,
And I love that about us, and I love that it was, because again, you did show me grace because I was acting crazy, and so you did show me grace, and I don't know that I can go back and not act like that. I don't. I feel those feelings again, so I can't say that I would apologize for being crazy,
no, I
but
shouldn't have to.
I do appreciate the grace for the crazy. I can say that because
Yeah.
I own my crazy, as I always say.
Mhm.
So yay, I'm glad there's healing and good and all of that. So let's shiv it. Let's shiv it. Pivot and shift. If you don't know, if you're listening, you now know what that is.
Top 3
Let's
favorite
turn it a
words.
little. Yes, I'm always making up words. I just love it. Because I don't follow any rules. So funny questions to ask your best friend. Let's get into that. If you heard me scream from another room, what would you think happened?
A random
Okay,
scream.
honest answers, but be careful.
Honest answers. Oh, what's the top thing? There's a giant spider.
Yeah, don't scream at I'm the spider slayer.
You're the slayer?
Yeah.
Uh, maybe I'm projecting myself onto you. There's a there's a spider and I'm like, "Ah, I'm not doing it. Someone else
Yeah.
has to do it."
No, I'm the spider slayer.
All right, well, I'm happy. I love that for you.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Yeah. All right, if you heard me screaming from the other room, what would you assume it
Okay, we already told
I know,
on
but you
yourself.
can't
Fine.
say the spider
But
thing now.
okay, so I love this. One of the things I just love about you is you have true excitement emotions. You are always screaming like, "Oh my God, we got it," or "Oh my God, it happened," or "Oh," like that. And you just embody this true exuberant joyfulness of whatever little, it might even be the smallest thing, but you're gonna scream about it, and that I love. I love that so much.
I do.
If I had to pick a negative, maybe if one of your kids got hurt, I can hear you being like, "Oh my God, like what happened?" Maybe
Okay,
that.
well, and so I love that, but I trained myself a long time ago not to react. So like Keegan recently was trying to get the pit out of an avocado.
Oh,
You know where this is going, but she
yes.
was doing it with a fork and she slipped right through and the fork went right into her hand and she comes around the corner, blood dripping, and I'm like looking on my carpet, like gray carpet. Oh my God. And I stand up, she's like, Mom. And as a mom, you hear that voice. You know that voice. And I immediately get up. I'm like, it's okay. What's going on? What's going on? And I take her to the counter and we're right there. And girl almost passed out on me. But I learned a long time ago not to react,
Not to
just
react.
kind of stay calm.
So, yes to that, especially with mine, I can't react because they definitely see my panic
Yeah.
and it'll be worse. And so, but funny story, with an EMT background, nothing used to get to me.
No.
I mean, I've seen
Monotone.
the worst of the worst, but then
They've
once
heard
I
it.
had kids,
Throw it all out the window.
it played different. Now I still kept my cool, but inside it was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what's happened? What's
Yeah.
happened? But before, no, whatever. It's, broken tib fib, your bone sticking out. Okay, that's fine. But when it becomes yours,
It's a little bit different.
it's a little different.
Yeah. I prescribe to the you gotta be a duck. And I know that sounds silly, but ducks like just so graceful on the surface. Like they just look like they're
but they're
so cool, calm, and collected, but underneath the
they
surface.
make it look easy.
And so I learned that a long time ago. Even as a bartender, that was my mantra. And now that I'm a nurse, then you even still cannot panic. Things are going sideways and you're like, I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. You like start texting people. I need help in this.
Get the crash cart. I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking.
I'm going to push the panic button. I need everybody in here 5 minutes ago. We are not panicking. So yeah, I did the same thing with my kids.
Yeah, and then my crisis comes after the fact. Okay, everything's fine now, and then I just can't stop playing it, and and I can't stop playing it. Literally, my blood sugar crashes.
Literally. Or you go down the what ifs, like, thank God this didn't happen. What if this happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Okay. All right, next question. I don't know. Okay, there it is. Okay. If I forgot everything tomorrow, what's the first thing you'd tell me about myself?
That you are such a kind and considerate mom, wife, and friend.
That mean the first thing you tell me?
Yes, because I feel like you put others first. And I love that.
But you do too.
And so those are that's what I would want you to know.
I appreciate it. I thought maybe you'd have your nurse hat on and it was going to be, you're a type 1 diabetic, go check your blood sugar now.
That would be the second thing. I'd be like, come on, come with me. Let's go ahead and check that DEXA.
You have 2 stents in your heart. Make sure you don't get high blood pressure. I can just hear that.
Hey, I don't
know that was
panic, but let's check your sugar.
That was very, very sweet. I love that. Okay. For me, I would absolutely tell you the same thing, but I would add the joy of just being around you. I can't tell you how powerful it is. I really can't, because I actually, and I hope it doesn't drain you, but I receive that. As an empath, I like feel that and it just fills my battery up. Because so many people that I'm around, because I feel their energy, it just drains me. It drains me, which is why, again, I am very closed off to a lot of people because they just suck me dry. But with you, oh my gosh, it's like, I'm with Channa. I don't know what's going to happen. This is going to be amazing.
Well,
it's just going to be, because it's going to be amazing.
I know. I felt so bad. Was it last year when we went over to Angie's house and it was all of us out there in Prescott and we had so much fun and it was so great, but I was sick And I could just feel like, because I was sick, I was trying so hard to,
And you did such a good job.
I was trying so hard to like fake it till you make it, but I was like struggle busing and
Dying.
I felt so bad because I felt like it kind of brought the mood down a little bit, because I don't want to say I'm the life of the party, but I can be.
I am. I will absolutely say that.
And so I felt so bad that I wasn't there to be like, come on, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Instead, I was just kind of going with the motions, and I felt
I'm going to be there to be the one daring people to do crazy shit.
Yeah.
But you are the epitome of, oh no, we're not feeling bad right now. This is not the moment for that. We can talk about that later. I care about your feelings, but right now we are going to party, balls to the walls. I don't care. Just do it. And so, yes. And I mean, my kids are still talking about the stack of Uno and all of the stuff.
For those of you that don't know, we stack our plus twos. It's not just a plus two, you draw, goes to the next person. No, we do the stacking. So if there are 5, 6, 7 of us at the table, you better have your plus twos ready, because we stack those. And so it's definitely made it around to where the next person has to like plus 10. Yeah.
He was so excited to stack it, and then it just came out full circle and bit him in the ass. Poor kid.
I know. So we're stackers. We like to live life on the wild side.
God, what's that meme that goes around? You know, family is family, and you die for your family until it comes for Uno. And then it's every man
kamikaze.
for himself.
That's what I've been called before. Kamikaze over here. What? Yeah.
Okay. If I told you I just bought something crazy, what would you guess it is?
Well, like how crazy? Because like right now, I don't know, but like in a couple of years, you're going to call me one day and be like, so I just bought that pink Mercedes. I just bought that pink G-Wagon.
Thanks to all the book sales that are going to happen, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So.
No, right now.
I just bought. Oh, gosh, I don't know. I don't know. This is a hard one.
You do.
I
you know.
don't.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to you. You know, because I've been struggling with it. You would be like, oh my God, you went and got Botox.
Okay. My next. Okay. Yes. My next thing was going to be, just because we've like dabbled with the, okay, like we're going to do the workout and exercise thing. And if that doesn't work, we're going to start with the GLP-1.
Yes.
That would be the other, hey, I just decided to go out and do.
I did it.
That would be the other.
I'm not there yet. I'm pro Botox before I'm pro GLP-1.
I know.
We're Botox
I just went and got extra frozen the other day. I called her up. Thank God she does touch-ups. I called her up and I was like, I still have a little bit of movement. And I like a little bit of movement, but I need this to last like 4 or 5 months. So
yeah, touch it up.
Yeah.
Touch it up.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
You're gonna teach us all your ways.
Okay,
for you?
Yeah.
For you, it would be what you mentioned last time, and that is you just walked into the store, bought your own red bottoms, and you are just on cloud 9.
I do love those red bottoms. Look, I have a black pair now, so now I feel like I need to go out and buy myself a different color.
Something, I'm thinking cheetah, leopard, something.
I've definitely been.
See?
Yes. I've definitely been. See, leopard. I have definitely been scanning Poshmark lately. I don't think that I could ever buy a pair from Poshmark, just because
you wouldn't. You're just looking.
If you buy them and they don't fit you, you're screwed. So I'm not gonna spend that much money. But I have found a couple of leopard print ones that look pretty fantastic. But we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Second pair coming.
Okay. I see. All right. Oh gosh.
No.
Okay. No?
I don't know. I have no idea.
If you had to sum up our friendship in one moment, what would it be?
Helping you move.
How many times?
I don't know. I lost track, but it's okay. I love you. I've helped you move to Texas. I've helped you move in Orange County. I've helped you move in Palmdale. I've helped you move a lot.
I told you, I think I counted and it was like 28 times in my whole entire yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. I know. I know. I need roots, girl. I need roots and not the bad kind.
And here's me trying to get you to move out here.
Move to Vegas.
Move again. I will help you. I got a whole crew.
Yes.
It's coming out.
Yes. Yes. I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
Same goes
Okay.
for you.
Okay. There's so many.
I know, but you said one moment.
Because you did this a couple of times, but I would say when I call you crying and I need to go find somebody and you're just like, yep, I'm coming over, got in your car and we went looking all over. And I don't think we were successful, but you listened to my tears and again, my crazy and gave me grace for it. But
Yeah.
there's not a no in you, I don't think. I mean, I hope I've never
Say
pushed
no.
the boundary where there should have been a no, or I took advantage of that, but there's not a no in you. There's not a no in you. And there should be maybe, but there wasn't.
The fail safe isn't there. My husband might disagree, but
yeah. Yeah. Well, you can tell him no, but
yeah.
for the rest of us.
But no, I do. And actually, he's not going to disagree because he tells me all the time, Channa, you need to learn to say no. Because, this group wants me to go here. This group wants me to do this. And I don't like to tell people no. I like to do all the things and I like to be there. I don't know if it's FOMO. It's just I want to be, I don't know.
No, I don't think it's FOMO, but I also know you enough to know if you didn't want to do it, I don't think you would do it.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I think if you really had, or if there was like, a kid obligation or whatever, I think there would be a no and you'd have no problem saying it. But I think because I do think you do like doing all the things, I think you're going to figure out a way. I mean, I've seen some of your days. They're absolutely crazy. A normal person cannot keep up with that.
I'm literally the everything friend. Like you can literally call me for, let's go to the bookstore. Let's go have coffee. Let's go dancing. Let's go to the concert.
But that can be all in the same day. There's no limit. That could be all in the same day where I'm sitting over here going, okay, coffee, yes. If we're going dancing tonight, I'm probably going to skip the bookstore, but that's not you. You're all in. You're all in all of the time.
I learned a long time ago, and it's probably going to bite me in the butt the end of my life cycle, because I hear that sleep is the most important thing.
From me, you hear that.
No, but I mean, anybody who you talk about it. I actually had a regular while I was in nursing school who came to me and was like, Channa, I'm going to give you this book. It's all about how your lack of sleep is going to cause you cancer. And
no.
He was so adamant about me not getting cancer. He's like, I need you to get more sleep because I can't get you can't have cancer. But my family literally would tell me I live in the zombie zone. And it's because I can literally function with like 2-3 hours of sleep. And then
I could do that in my 20s. I can't do that anymore.
I don't know.
I can't. In fact, I think when I was talking to you about the sleep routine that I have to protect and literally live by, I think I was putting you to sleep because I was talking about it, because you would rather be out doing the things and going someplace.
I like to be active. I am definitely an active girly. It's funny because we have a really nice bed. We have one of those sleeper numbers bed. Wow. And it keeps track of all of your vitals while you're sleeping. It tells you your heart rate, all of these things. And it says based on what your sleep schedule is, what your best circadian rhythm is, and what your best thing is. And my husband's is like, go to bed by 10. Get up at like 8 or 9, work out by 10. And mine's like, go to bed dinner between 10 and 11 p.m. Go to bed between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. Your workout best is at 11 a.m. to 12. And I'm going, my circadian rhythm doesn't even know what to do with me.
It doesn't exist, I
It
don't
doesn't.
think. It doesn't. But that's, I mean, we've talked about this before. I did 14 years on the midnight shift, which screwed up my circadian rhythm where I could never recover and caused my body just to be out of whack with everything.
It just wreaks havoc on you.
It does. It really, and there's permanent damage done, I really believe. And I couldn't adjust. And so now making a priority and like protecting my sleep routine.
It's like protecting.
I feel like a crazy person, but you're just out here. No. And I disagree with your friend. I actually feel like if you stop doing those things, if you stop doing the things that bring you joy, that's when I think we have to worry about, the C word or things like that with you. I don't think it's lack of sleep. I actually think that's what motivates. That's what drives you. You're happy. Oh, I got 5 hours tonight. Score. Like this is amazing.
I'll literally be like, babe, did you see the app? It says
5 hours.
I slept for 6 hours. And it says my score was an 80, which is the highest it's been in a while. So winning.
And that sort of fills up your tank and you can go another 6 months before you need to crash out again,
Yeah, definitely.
So, all right, last one. Happiest memory with us. There's so many.
I know. One of my favorites was Disneyland right after you had Zach. And you, like, again, this was one of those letting go moments where I'm holding him and we got onto the Little Mermaid ride and I got to continue to hold the baby the entire ride. And I just kept on seeing you like look over like, okay, is he okay? Is she okay? Is my
baby just handed my baby to a serial killer or something?
But like that was, again, because for me, that was okay, she's letting go a little bit. And not that you didn't trust me with your child, obviously, but I just thought that was a big moment for you and for us. And I absolutely loved that. And so, again, there's so many more too, but that one in and of itself.
By the way, every time I get on Little Mermaid, you can ask Jeff, I say that. This is when Channa took Zach away from me and I had to watch her whole set.
Well, I'm glad it was very traumatizing for you because it was great for me.
No. But it was like I handed my baby to a serial killer. And it was like, what's happening over there? What's going on?
Yeah, it was great though.
I love it. And I have the picture of you when we took Reese after Reese was born on the, I think she's like 6 months and you are next to her holding her on the carousel with the pony that's going up and down. I'm like, don't drop my baby.
I know.
Don't drop my baby.
Baby moments at Disney make my heart happy.
Definitely. I have not had the pleasure though to go to Disneyland with your babies, so it's my turn.
Okay.
They're
not going to be mad about that.
No. One of the to be at the hospital when Keegan was born.
Oh,
that was huge.
That was huge.
But actually mine goes back a little bit further. And I think this sort of defined my adolescence, if you will, but it was doing the Miss Leona Valley pageant. And the camaraderie that I had never felt before in my life. And I remember doing the Rockathon.
Oh, yeah.
And getting to be there all night and just, I had no idea how to act or be or talk about, but it was just being around all of you. And it was like, this is nice. This is so cool. I don't even know what this is. Yeah.
Secondary. I just because I have to throw it out there. I think getting to work with you at CASA.
Oh, that was so much fun.
That was
so much fun.
That was probably
so much fun.
Best.
And you and I forgetting who's starting first and running in at the last
minute. Because we went to
I start at 5. No, I start at 5. No, I start at 6. Yes.
Yeah.
Driving gloves.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't.
Okay. That moment's not about us.
Anyways.
That moment's not.
No. So many good things. And I think that's what's great, again, about this whole community that we're creating is that we want to celebrate our friendships. We want to celebrate all of that and just bring everyone together so we can have moments like this where, yes, we're going to have some serious talk, but then we're also going to just sort of kind of get into the nuts and bolts of us and our friendship and this and that, because we want everyone to just enjoy the moment with us.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
And enjoy this phase of our life.
Yeah.
Right? It has been balls to the wall, going crazy, having lapses of memory, not remembering things that are going like, right? I mean,
why did I come in this room again?
Yeah. What am I? I could tell you, the song lyrics to some 90s song, no problem. But to tell you what I did yesterday morning for workout,
Dunno.
Sure.
It's gone.
Did I work out? I think so. I think I did.
It's a memory it's
yeah. Gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but a 90s rap song, absolute, or country song.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you wrote down for your favorite song when we did the pageant?
How do you even remember that?
Because you, me, and Angie wrote down the same exact thing, and I don't think that was planned.
Garth Brooks.
Nope.
Tim McGraw.
Nope.
I don't know.
Clay Walker. If I could make a living out of loving you. All three of us wrote that song. See? There it is.
In a week or two. Okay, we're not talking about my singing skills there. Yeah. Oh my God, how cute.
All three of us. Yeah. All three of us did the same.
All right.
And it was separately done, so we didn't talk about it, and all three of us did the same thing.
That's great. Great minds. Great minds.
There it is. Yeah. But yeah, ask me what was due yesterday.
I don't know. Unimportant.
My brain is only filled with the good important stuff. So, okay. Well, I think that does it for this bestie episode. Lots of fun, lots of laughs. No tears.
No tears. I thought for a second. I was worried.
No, we talked about tears, but we didn't do the tears.
Yeah.
So check for us. And we will catch you next time. Thank you for listening to Truth and Pink.
As always,
see you later.
Lots of love.
XOXO.